This is a country of some 8 to 10 million people. The diversity that South Sudan has, it's very rich.
We are a very heterogeneous society with over 60 different ethnic groups, over 70 languages or so.
So that diversity can be either an asset, which we believe strongly that it is, or it can be a liability if it is not managed correctly. So the project of the National Museum is intended to try to introduce South Sudanese to one another so that we relate to one another through respect and appreciation for the difference and for each other's cultures. The National Museum of South Sudan is one of 5 major projects that the Ministry of Culture is working on together with UNESCO. The project came about because of the realization that South Sudanese themselves don't even understand one another across ethnic lines.
It's time for us to have a museum or museums where we can preserve our culture that we will pass on to the generation to come.
The museum is very important in the sense that you find that all the things are being put there.
If I want to put something, there's a lot of instruments,
Those of drums, drums.
Things like the traditional attires of the different tribes of South Sudan.
The way people use some weapons for hunting.
All this dance, because we tell our story by dance.
We are not just talking about a museum the way it has always been done traditionally, where you build a building and then later on wonder about what to put in it. Instead, we want to agree on the story of South Sudan, the South Sudan's journey to nationhood.
It's time now also for us to speak about what we have done. And you'll find people outside there in public, being women in the marketplace, being children in school. Everybody wants to speak, and not for the sake of just talking, but for the sake of reminding our children, our generation to come, that we did not just crop up. We had a history to tell.
We have to look for how we can tell our story about the life, about the culture, about the political situation that we passed through.
Despite that shared history, we are still having to ask ourselves, what is it that makes us South Sudanese? We would like citizenship in the nation, not citizenship in the tribe. South Sudan is our tribe. And so the museum would become a place where we have first agreed on the story and then tailor the museum itself to the story.
We are now contemplating having some kind of mobile museum we want, so we can carry this story all over the 10 states of South Sudan.
We have collected artifacts from all over South Sudan, and we will start taking them county to county to introduce South Sudanese to one another through their arts and cultures.
People in the villages, they cannot come. So this is basically what our late Dr. Garang was saying, they want to bring the village to the city and take the city to the village. So if we do something like that, that would be a really good thing.
For education, that is very, very important. And the richest part of it will be them getting to know about their past, about the present.
The goal that is set by the Ministry of Culture is to seek help, both financial and expertise, from those people out there who are interested in advancing South Sudan's cause to become a stable, unified, prosperous nation.